Welcome back. Today, we're taking a look at some of the confirmed releases for the 40th anniversary of Jordan brand, which is next year, 2025. These are previous release versions. We're going to go over some details in these and changes that we want to see in the 2025 versions, or I want to see in the 2025 versions. So why not start with one of the most controversial models out of these five, the Air Jordan 10 Steel. Last released in 2013, the Air Jordan 10 Steel is one of the original Jordan 10 colorways and the oldest model out of the ones here today, I think. We haven't seen this model in over 10 years. Of course, we want upgraded leather because this leather is textured leather, but it's pretty stiff for the most part. I always felt like the Air Jordan 10 was one of the more comfortable models in my personal opinion. But of course, the star of the show with the Air Jordan 10 is we're getting the toe cap from the original release that got recalled because Jordan didn't like it. So this will be our first time getting the toe cap version of the Air Jordan 10. So I'm curious to see what they do with it. Of course, as always, we want upgraded leather. We want a little softer leather around the mid panels and the quarter panels. Of course, we want that soft leather on the toe. These shoes are going to crease pretty easily, but of course with the toe cap version, it may give it a little more reinforcement because this is all one piece, and usually, as you can see, they crease pretty fast. Higher the quality, the sooner the creases, but it won't look as bad in my opinion. So really, in my opinion, the Air Jordan 10 Steel, all I really want to see is just upgraded material. It's not really nothing else they did wrong with this shoe. I'm concerned about the toe cap, but I'll be interested to see how it does. I have no issues with it. I'll be picking it up regardless. So yeah, that's the Air Jordan 10 Steel. Next, we're going to take a look at the previous release, Air Jordan 5 Black Metallic. 2025, we're getting the reimagined version. So I'm assuming we're gonna get maybe a full leather version, which is actually might be fire. But they could give us like a hairy suede, because this is a new buck / door buck kind of. So if we're either gonna get a suede or a full grain leather to me. Of course, we're gonna get that Nike Air as always. I like this shoe. There's no issues with this shoe at all to me. The details, everything is kind of like exactly what you would expect from an OG Air Jordan 5 Black Metallic. But with the reimagined version, if you're gonna go based on what they've been doing with the quote unquote reimagined, if we don't get like a lost and foundish kind of version, like the white cement 3s, I'm thinking this is gonna be a full grain leather or a full black leather. I would prefer a flat black leather, a tad higher quality flat black leather than a full grain leather, more of like a black tumble. I wouldn't want that up on this. If you're gonna go leather, I feel like go with a flat black leather. But again, that's just my opinion. We're either gonna get that leather or they may give us the whole lost and found treatment with a more aged version of this. I would rather have the leather, but whatever they decide to go with, it shouldn't be bad. Next up, we have the Air Jordan 12 Flu Game. This last released in 2016. When they announced these originally, I believed as though maybe they'll go with the suede version, but they said they're going with the OG, which is pretty much more reminiscent to this one. You really can't go wrong with the black leather. It's a little like it'll hold up longer than the suede pairs. But of course, we haven't got the suede pair in over 10 years, and we just got this about 9 years ago, which is fine. 2025 will make it 10 years, but I kind of wanted to see the suede version, the original version that released to the public. But I wouldn't be mad at another pair of these. Of course, the leather on these are not terrible, but if we get like a higher grain, a little softer leather, that'll definitely help. That'll be my only request with these, a softer leather. Again, nothing wrong with these, but if we're gonna get it again, we might as well get like a little better quality as far as like the material, in my opinion. Next, we're looking at the Air Jordan 5 Grape. This one we haven't got since 2013 as well. Of course, this I really want to see a higher quality leather because the last time these released, this leather is like super hard. Granted, it's durable, but it might as well have been plastic, to be honest with you. Of course, we're gonna get the Nike Air on the back of the next one, but again, upgraded leather. Please upgrade the leather because, I mean, of course, with the last Jordan 5 models we've been getting, the leather has been good compared to this. So I'm thinking if we're gonna get that, of course, we're gonna get that $220 price tag on these, I believe. So just upgrade the leather. Everything else, even with this shoe, it held up pretty well. This is over a 10-year-old shoe, so it held up pretty well. I really just want to see an upgraded leather upper. Of course, like everybody gonna want the Nike Air Up on the back. Some people would probably say that they want the quality of the Bear Layer grapes, the Fresh Prince grapes, the ones that came with no shoestrings. So if we can get that leather on these, then that'll make these perfect in my opinion. And of course, next we have the Air Jordan 4 White Cement. It says we're getting the white cement again. I want to say that these last released in 2016, so it wasn't really that long ago. Like, I don't have any issues with this shoe. For me, everything in this shoe was already perfect. The leather quality was good to me. Everything was checked out. Everything to me in this shoe was perfect. Of course, people would argue they want a higher grade of leather. That's fine, but even even the leather, if you look at the leather in the shoe now, like, it's soft, it's not super premium, but it's a high quality to me personally. Again, with the aging, there's no yellowing and nothing up on this shoe. It's already a perfect shoe. So if we can get it again, why not? I'm not complaining. It said something about like a white Oreo. I'm not sure about that, but of course, if we get a black cements again, if we get a white cements again, you really can't complain. You can't complain. Especially if we're gonna get the OG treatment. The only thing I would say that they might do, they may go with the more traditional shaping of the shoe. I'm not sure if this is that, but I believe that the original, it was a little more boxy up front. Don't quote me on that, I'm probably wrong. But again, this shoe, in my opinion, was perfect. So if they want to give us a little better quality leather, that's fine. Or they can just drop this exact same shoe. I wouldn't have no complaints. The more chances we get to get this silhouette, this shoe in general, I'm all for it. And those are my thoughts on what I'd like to see out of these models in 2025. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Let's get this video shared around because I'll be extremely interested in what the community thinks and what their expectations are in these models when they release next year. And of course, the usual, remember to like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned to the next video. Peace.